Morning, guys. Great stuff from Bitcoin. But first, we have our group here, Crypto Citadel. Please join us over there. We have t.me/Crypto Citadel. That's where we hide. That's where we do our stuff. We have some TA here and great conversation, a bit of fun. Shout out to Elliot, shout out to RBL, shout out to PandaChamp, shout out to Susanna, shout out to Chris W, shout out to the Orcas group, and a new market emerges. So the kangaroo market enters in. Never be a full-on bear, never be a full-on bull. Sometimes be a kangaroo. And perfect example was just yesterday. Okay, so what we're going having here, we have the 4 hour, and yesterday we engaged a bearish scenario, and we did say that we were looking at a test here, which happened. We were looking for a close above here, which didn't happen. If that didn't happen, you continued your short, and it tested the 9074 beautifully there. You can see a dip below it over here, but we didn't have a close below it. So once you don't get that close below it, you start looking at what? Stop lossing your short, and whoever does that wins the trade, because we started shorting there. You stop loss here, you have already won that trade. Okay, once the trend starts to going back up, it crosses an important point of interest here. You start thinking, okay, this is I'll play by the book. A close above here means we initiate a long. Where's the target? First target, second target, third target, fourth target, and so on. So this is just moving like clockwork. So the Fed printed some money yesterday and the market responded. Okay, so first target hit, you can see confluence over here on the 4 hour, and resistance again over here. So what is a person longing going to do here? You long right after this close, you take profit here for part of your position, you take profit here. If you're still having something riding on your long, you stop loss here and let the bears try and solve this remaining bit of here. So what's gonna happen here will be a tiniest triangle, maybe around there. So we could expect to wait and see what happens on this small area here. Could solve up to the 19 there. A bit small, but a lot of days there. Okay, so we're not gonna focus on that right now. That's just too much lines there. We'll just wait for a test here, or for a close above the 0618 there, above 96, and we can now expect this bigger triangle here to test above there. So you can see, let me just bring this back, what's happening exactly there. This is the bigger triangle we're solving here. You can see the trend playing around here. So it dropped out of it yesterday, it recovered it, so it's expected for it to come and back test here and see what happens later there. Okay, that's simple, pretty much. Let's go to the weekly. Phoenix. There we go, weekly. All right, I have some missing lines here. I remember putting a line here yesterday. Line somewhere here. Okay, so this is what happened yesterday. We did say once we close here, we were going to continue shorting. So that what happens. It closed below there. We continued our short. Yesterday we mentioned that a pocket of resistance and support developed here because of that trend, because of that, and all this scenario over here. Okay, So the Fed printed money and bounce it went. So we now await a close above here. If that happens, we can expect a touch here, and that's a long-term resistance line there going all the way to 2017. So you can see it's now at stake of retesting there. Let's see if it passes over and we can have some moon boy rally style there, hopefully. So otherwise we can expect just a mere rejection. Okay, as we came accustomed to happen, we can expect a rejection here and continue shorting, or if it closes above here, then man, I'll be happy. Okay, let's go to the daily, and the daily is one of my favorite charts. And here's our gun fan. Okay, this is like long-term trend here. It's coming off the 7th May. If I overstand this, there's a trend that it's coming like all the way from the back there. Okay, but how I usually do those things is, this is an old gun fan. That is it. I make a copy of that and I put it above a pivot point. Okay, so that's a pivot down, that's a pivot down. So once you do a perfect copy of a gun fan, you are sure that you have the exact angle of an older one or a working gun fan. So that's what you do then. So the end result is parallels. Those two gun fans will make parallels with each other. So we've had bounces around here, and yesterday what do we have? Bounces on the gun fan. This red gun fan is like pretty hard section to break, so it's difficult to break up, as you can see here, and it's also difficult to break down. That's why trend behaved like that yesterday. And we have also this section that I've been hinting at, that we are inside the parallel, and holy moly, what happens? BTC finds strength to just dump, to actually bounce off from a possible dumping area. Imagine if we had closed below here. Oops, just went down. Okay, but anyways, BTC bounced over here. Perfect, beautiful bounce. And we have a close inside an old triangle. So once you have that cover of important areas, you know straight away that, hey, I must start my long. Once you had this bounce here, you recovered this area, you know you have to start your short. So what's happening now here? We're coming back to an old triangle. We need to close above here, okay, or come back retest over here. So today will be an important day for the bulls. If they can just pierce through here and get in here, they can now start acting with old resistance, old trends, old triangle over here, and they can try and test all over this area again, and maybe they get above 10.5 this time, and we can just get done with this chop over here. So what I'll expect is just to close above here, wait and be patient, and you can resume your long. If you have longed all this, well done. Time to update your stop loss. You can put a stop loss over there. I'm not a fan of closing full positions because you just never know with BTC. You never know where is it stopping. So you might close here and say, okay, that was it for me. And then Bitcoin just goes, that's like what? 8% you missed on there. Imagine that at 100x or at 50x or at the 10x. That's a lot of money. So always use the stop loss to get kicked out of a position or something like that. So Thank you guys again, keeping it under 10 minutes. See you again next time.